Alright, I am back. I have returned. And there is one more option available to us. And that is random, which you cannot see yet. There you go. So, I can let the game pick a character for me, and we will see if fate has anything else in store for us. Hopefully something a little bit kinder than what it has been giving us. We could always go and play on normal difficulty, but I don't want to do that. I can't take the damage to my sense of pride to do that. So I'm going to keep the difficulty up, but we're going to go for a random character as well. And hope that this treats us a bit more kindly. Also gives us a chance at maybe some more varied gameplay as well, because some of the characters are really interesting with good mechanics. Lazarus isn't necessarily one of those, but we'll roll with it and see. So, pretty much starts with the same kind of starting build as Isaac. However, we do start with an extra life, and if we die and get reincarnated as Lazarus 2, as he is known, then we can come back. We come back with a damage up. I think we come back a little bit more powerful. So we may consider doing that, especially as we have a sacrificial room right here. That might be worth doing. What's our pill? Nothing whatsoever. Literally nothing. That is the nothingest pill. All it does is make a noise and change your facial expression. It does absolutely nothing to the gameplay experience. Nothing whatsoever. All it does is just take up valuable space that could have been used by, I don't know, a Tears Up pill or Balls of Steel pill or something like that. Nothing. Like it, honestly, there is no gameplay effect other than just like it changes our face to that bugged out face that we have there, and the narrator goes, "I found pills." Okay, well, I guess bringing it back to Alanis Morissette and irony, the irony is that, given how it's a nothing pill, ain't off talking about it a lot. What do you got for me? Another pill! Addicted. Rapidly falling out of favour with pills on this run. Addicted makes it so that we take a whole heart of damage for the rest of that room. It's not a very friendly pill. I'm going to go and find our item room, and then I think we got quite a lot of health on the floor as well, so I think then we're just going to go and play that sacrificial room and see if we can get anything useful to happen for us. The item floating in that blocked off bit there is Blood Rights, which gives us a damage up but takes away some of our health. Not really into that for the time being. I think there are better people to use that item with. What do you got for me in here? Samson's Chains. It's okay. We can take it. It's an item that blocks projectiles, which is useful, and it also destroys obstacles if you can get it to work in your favour. So it should destroy the rock. Yes! Just like that. It's a feature that's intended. Right, let's see if we can get any... I'm going to fight the boss first. I haven't quite got the confidence for it yet. I'm going to fight the boss first, because I don't know how much health we're going to end up with after going in the sacrificial room. So I figure we're going to fight the boss, especially as it's only Little Horn as well. It's not going to be too tricky. Samson's chain does not slow your movement, oddly enough. That feels like a bit of an oversight, actually. It feels like it should... I mean, I'm not in favour of making life any more difficult for myself. But that does feel like a bit of a game oversight. And that might actually bring a bit of balance to the item, because I think it's... like, used in the right way, it can be overpowered. Like, to break obstacles in the way that I did then is a little bit cheesy. Probably shouldn't be able to do that. So I feel like it might be a good balancer if it then slows your movement speed down a bit. But as it currently exists in the game, it does not do that. Tears down, for goodness sake. Let that be the last pill we take. I'll blow him up for any kind of extra bonus. Useful, useful. Okay, let's play that sacrificial room then. We've got a lot of red health on the floor that we can play around with. So let's see if we can get some sort of advantage conferred unto us by doing so. Such as a coin. Or another coin. Or might be worth healing to full every single time. Just in case, because there is a chance that playing this room will spawn a boss. And with some spikes in the middle of the room, it can be dangerous. You Feel Blessed does nothing for us on this floor. That's no good either. What is that? 4 goes now? I think it's on the 6th. No, it's higher than that when you start getting bosses, I think. Oh, yeah, I've got a bomb. Let's blow that out. Some more health. Good. I'm determined to make the most out of this run. We're going to make it. After 1 win, 2 losses. I need some sort of good news, please. This is exactly the same as the last time we played. What do you got for me? Oh, I didn't really want to pick that black heart up. Never mind. Soul heart, okay. Let's resurrect ourselves. So we die, loads of bombs, not interested. So we get resurrected with a damage up and some other stat ups, and we've got the 2 of clubs as well. I'm relatively content to move onwards with the run now. I think that will do for us. Our problem now is that Tears Down pill has kind of messed us up a little bit. Hopefully we can recover that at some stage a little bit further down the line. What do you got for me in here? I'll give it a go. First up is Pin. That's not too much of a problem. As I think we've already said, shouldn't really be taking damage to Pin. These Gurglings though, the champion Gurglings right here are dangerous. They are nippy. A lot faster than the originals. Oh! Darn it. Need to be careful. Problem is, it doesn't matter how many times I say I need to be careful, I'm still very bad at being careful. Ooh, get out of here. Do need to be careful of those rocks with bombs in while we're running around with Samson's chain as well, because if the chain goes over one of those rocks, it will blow it up, and we do stand a very high risk of getting caught in the blast. Which would be very, very bad. Especially with such low health as well. Ooh, a double key room. Something interesting? Not really. Oh, plenty of bombs to blow up that chest in the middle, though. It gave us more bombs. I haven't got anything that increases the rate of bomb drops. I don't understand why we're getting so many. This room is just a time sink, unless we can make Samson's chain work for us, but I don't think we can, so we'll just do it the long way, because I don't fancy taking too much of a risk. Oh, what? Come on. That was like an Olympic runner of a spider. It just didn't stop. Come here, you. I don't trust you. What's that? 2 of diamonds? That will double the amount of coins that we have. This guy here, this spacebar item, distracts enemies. They all go over to it to investigate it, and then it blows itself up. So it can also just be used as a regular bomb. Oh, another one of those rooms. Uh-oh. Don't do it! Don't do it! Don't push me into him. I don't want to take damage. I would like my devil deal, please. I didn't even see that fireplace there. Let's get rid of that before that causes any problems for me. That room felt bad. Not as bad as this room could feel, though. I want to keep my devil deal, please. Thank you. Some dangerous, dangerous situations being thrown at us here. The game's determined to test me. Good. Oh, there's a soul heart for sale. Thank you. That protects our devil deal nicely. Let's do it. This item right here is chaos. This means that we can get pretty much any item in the game at any time, even in places where we wouldn't normally come across it. Some items only appear in certain rooms. This makes it so that they can appear anywhere. Feels like it sits quite nicely within the theme that the channel has going on at the moment, what with Pokemon Blue randomized and all that sort of thing. Oh, Monstro, good shot. I'm going to give you my buddy right there. Just do a bit of extra damage. And he's out. Beautiful! And it gives us restock. Good, I like that. Chaos and restock can lead to some very interesting game runs with the shop. So if we can get one of those to happen, that will make all of the losses worth it. We can essentially break the game wide open and get access to so many items and so many advantages. So if we can get a shop break, that would be wonderful. What do you got for me in here? Nothing. Well, the 4 soul hearts is actually phenomenally useful. I will take those, definitely. Kind of using Samson's chain in tandem with the blood creep that we're leaving and our tears to augment our damage a little bit. Because our tear rate is still a bit lower than I'd like it to be, so we need to try and use our resources to do a bit of extra damage whilst we still can. Ow. Oh, that's another thing, Samson's chain, those mushrooms sometimes explode into a cloud of poisonous gas, which again, with Samson's chain, is very bad. So I guess that's where the item kind of balances itself out more, is that it is very dangerous if you're not aware of what you're doing with it and where it is all the time. So we picked up Mum's Eye, which gives us an eye in the back of our head that lets us shoot backwards, which can be quite useful, but it is very situational. I wouldn't use that. I wouldn't shoot out of the back of my head specifically. So it doesn't shoot on every tier, you'll realise, but it can be useful. If I was smarter, I'd have used the troll bomb to blow that up, but never mind. Oh, Steam Sale! I tell you what, Steam Sale, Restock and Chaos. We've got the makings of a fantastic shop break right here. We could blow the run wide open. After we've blown our face wide open with that. We could blow the run wide open. And every loss from the past couple of streams would all be worth it. But time will tell. What we need is the right assortment of items to be available to us within the shop before we make any terrible decisions. That was a good decision though. Nice balls of steel pill, watch out for the TNT barrel. Samson's chain has a habit of detonating those when you don't want it to. Guard him. Where is the shop? Ah, up there, hopefully. Get these guys out of here. Got a couple more for me. The enemies that run away from you are actually some of the worst. They just kind of... they just dodge. And the thing is as well, especially with a slow rates of fire, it feels like it takes so long to make any headway with them, and then you just get hit by a fly in the first place anyway. Okay, so the doors to the room have opened, even though we've still got enemies in here. That means that we've taken too long to clear it, and the game is taking pity on us. It's how bad our fire rate is. However, I don't know if I leave the room if I've then got to face it again, so I am just going to take the time to actually finish the room off, because I wouldn't want to start all over again. Never mind. Okay, the shop, here we go. So Steam Sale makes everything cost half as much. Restock means if we buy something then it will immediately be replaced, and Chaos means that we could get potentially anything. Coughing noises, they are horrible. They are horrible, especially for some of the champions. Some of them are tiny, so they'll go which is nice, and some of them are huge, and then they'll just go the sound design is amazing, but at the same time really gross as well. So also things that are on sale, like this soul heart, will always be on sale. So if we can get one of our item things here to be on sale, then we are winning. So we have a choice between Curse of the Tower, which is a very bad item to have, especially when you're playing as carelessly as I have. The Mind we've already had, we know that's safe. Synth Oil, damage and range, you love to see some of that. Book of Revelations gives us a soul heart and increases our devil deal chance. I'll definitely take some of that. Dad's Key just opens up doorways, which we don't really need over the book. Blood Bag, health and speed up. Lil Hushy, we can't actually afford, we're out of money now. That's fine, well if we get more money, straight back. What we need now is something like the counterfeit coin from the last run, so that we're getting extra money. Anything that lets us generate extra money is going to be very useful to us. Ah, more money, thank you. So already, like what item did we get out of the item room on this floor? I can't even remember now. Couldn't have been that important. But we're already got more items than we should have, thanks to that quick spending spree. So we could be onto something great. What we need is just a little more grease on the wheels, and we'll be away. Ooh, okay. An assortment of runes to select. Some of them are good. We've got our eye out for one in particular. Anzus gives us whole viewing of the map, which we don't need. Bacano will spawn some insects. Awaz gives us a passage to the next floor. Yera, that's the rune I wanted. We'll take the black rune for a second though, because if we take that back to the shop, we can turn any items that we have in there into stat boosts. So that should give us 2. A tears up and a damage up, as well as some other things. Very, very nice indeed. Then we're going to go back and we're going to take the Yera rune. Yera will double any items that are in the room. So if we can get this all the way to the end, where we have the chest, we can guarantee ourselves at least 8 items. Which is a very, very useful advantage for us. Especially when you play as badly as I have been. Pestilence! Book of Revelations ensures that we fight one of the Horsemen of the Apocalypse at the end of the floor. In this case, it's Pestilence. And I believe Pestilence will still give us either the ball of bandages or a cube of meat, despite having Chaos. Back him into a corner. Perfect. Still get the ball of bandages. And we get a deal with the Angel. Can't remember if we had any of these last stream. So these give us items for free, but we are only allowed to pick 1 from them. All the rest will disappear. And none of these are particularly very good. So I think I'll take the missing page, because that gives us a little health up, and when we take damage, it also damages the enemies in the room. As opposed to the other 2, which were not as useful as that. Curse the Maze, we can deal with that. I said we can deal with that. Nothing in there. Okay. What are you? Give me something good. Like a range down. Perfect. Thank you. And then a load of exploding flies just to finish off the room. Wonderful. Explosive. The eye in the back of the head is throwing me off just a little bit. I'm kind of backing up into these TNT barrels whilst shooting them without realising that I'm shooting them. It's a bad time. Alright, we got ourselves a library that we're not allowed to access. There we go, thank you. And instead of books, we have got Mum's coin purse. Drops a load of pills on the floor. Tears down is a no. Bad trip is bad, obviously. I found pills is useless. Perks is okay, but not in a room where you're not at risk of taking any real damage. This is Judas's shadow, which gives us an extra life. Gives us an extra life. It's very good. It'll be very good if we can resurrect ourselves as dead Judas, because that's a really good damage up as well. I think it's a double damage increase. I think it's a small tears down, but it's certainly good. So we started at Lazarus, we're resurrected as dead Lazarus, and now we can stand to get resurrected as dead Judas as well. Not allowed in the shop though, thanks to Curse of the Maze. Thank you for that. Much appreciated. Beautiful. Take that bit of health as well. Because the shop is next to a secret room, I intend to walk in through the secret room rather than use a key. I say I intend to do that because Curse of the Maze is not going to let us. Oof. We're getting very lucky with these mushrooms actually for them not blowing up in our face. Thank you. Okay, what do you got for me this time? Guppy's head. That's good. We'll take that. But I'm going to hang on to the book just for that increased Devil Deal chance. Nice. What would be really nice of the game is if it could just see its way to giving me one of the best items in the game. That's not it. Do I have Black Candle? I do not. Okay. Oh, that's fine. The apple. Small tears up. Trick or treat. Occasionally we will shoot razor blades instead of tears, because that's just the kind of game this is. I think that's supposed to be in reference to the, I'm assuming, urban myths that over Halloween people hide razor blades in sweets or something like that. I assume / hope that that's an urban myth, because that's horrifying if people do actually do that. Like, I don't like Halloween, but I wouldn't. I don't dislike it that much. The razor blades do additional damage though, so they are useful to us. Easy. Beautiful. Oh, another room full of pills. Goodness me. Balls of steel is great though.
Balls of steel.
Oh, and then they just go and step on spikes. What's wrong with me? Thank you. Curse of the Maze is so bizarre. I intend to use Samson's chains for getting through there, thank you. 2 of diamonds, that's very good to have. I said we needed a way of generating money, that's great. However, I don't recollect there being anything more useful in the shop on this occasion. We will never know. Yeah, nothing I'm too interested in. We'll save our money for the next shop. Take some of that. Who have you got? Gertie! Can tolerate Gertie. Try and get the ball of bandages to do some extra work for us as well. Awesome! And Tammy's head just shoots tears out around us. Very useful if you get brimstone, but seeing as how we don't have that, I'm not gonna worry too much about it. The Book of Revelations is much more used to us. Talking of brimstone, this game has got such a twisted sense of humour. How can I just be sat here talking about how useful Tammy's head is with brimstone, then I decide to leave it behind, and then the game goes ahead and gives me brimstone? I'm not impressed. I mean, I am impressed. This game has a sentiency all of its own. But at the same time, was that really necessary? Does mean that we're no longer shooting laser blades? Does mean we're no longer shooting razor blades. However, I do also like the term laser blades as well. That's pretty... If I made like a sci-fi game, there would be some of those in it. I'm not sure what they would look like, but we would have some. We would have some in there. The laser blades are too powerful. Oh yes, give me more money. That shop is not going to know what hit it. Funny enough, I think a lot of people have been saying that over the last week. They've been told they can leave the house. Brimstone's incredible. And in fairness, I did ask the game for one of the best items in the game, and it did oblige. I can't be too upset with that. Oh, yes, we'll have that. This gives us 9 lives, but reduces our red health down to 1 heart. Very useful. Very, very useful. That's also another step on the road towards our guppy transformation, which would absolutely blow the run to pieces. What do you got for me? There's it. That's it. That's our last guppy piece. Thank you very much. We are now guppy, which is a very good place to be. Cricket's head. Fantastic damage up. Lost contact. Shielded tears. That means that our shots will block enemy shots. Very, very good. Bob's Curse. Poison bombs. Thank you. Another book. Can we get bookworm? Not yet. Missing no. It just bobs around the room, not doing much. Fantastic. This guy has money in his eyes, which means nothing. Fair enough. This is great. So now we're guppy. Every tick of damage we're going to spawn a ton of flies. So, obviously, oh, look at that. He just went. In the previous run, we had the mulligan, which is a less powerful version of what we're going to be doing now, basically. Don't need that. We can now laugh all the way to the bank. We don't even need to talk about the game anymore. I'm fairly confident I don't even need to look at the screen anymore. But I will, because I know that that will come back to bite me if I play like that. Beautiful. Look at that. Just melts easily. Another angel room. What do you got for me in here? Leprosy. I mean, I'll take it. Every time we get hit, an orbital appears around us, and that does damage. I just expected a better gift from God, I'll be honest. But we did pick up Chaos, and like I say, that means we can get anything from anywhere. So we can get the super powerful items in places we wouldn't expect to find them, and we can get really lame items in places where we should be getting incredible items. Ooh. Dice room with a 6 on the floor. 6 rerolls the entire run. It rerolls all of our items. I don't feel like doing that because we're on to a winner and the game owes me a solid, so we're going to leave it. Is that Death's List? We could take that. So with Death's List, whenever we go into a room... What are you, Bacano? Yeah. Whenever we go into a room, enemies will have a skull above their head. If we kill them in order, then we get a special bonus. Maybe an extra item, like in that case. Sometimes it will be a stat increase. It's a good one to have, but it's quite difficult to make it work for you when you've got a run that's built like this. It takes a lot more effort and you stand to lose a lot more damage by trying to kill everything in order than you would just by blasting everything as we are now. This is the better way to do it. Fantastic. Oh, the game feels so good when it's going well, but it does not feel bad when it's going wrong. Okay, we'll take it because it's on sale. We'll take it because it's on sale. We'll take that. Take it because it's on sale, and that because it gives us some bombs, and some more bombs, and some more bombs. Thank you. Oh, Chaos, restock, Steam sale. It's perfect. Super Greed just gives us another 25 cents. Thank you, Super Greed. With even more money now. We're winning. This is what we needed. And you got Bum Friend, Euthanasia, whatever. Lil Delirium, yeah. Holy Water, yeah. Speedball, that gives us the Spun transformation, making us super fast and doing extra damage. Full health, didn't need it. Pill Bottle, yeah. Now we're Mum, we've got a little knife poking out from behind us. Mum's Purse, we can hold more trinkets. Book of Belial, Bookworm. And the Bible, we don't need that. And the Satanic Bible as well. Look at that. That is how you break the game apart. Thank you very much. Look at them. Everything's just melting. The flies are doing super damage. The laser beam's doing super damage. Oh, wonderful. More money. We won't go all the way back to the shop though unless we get a ton of money. Can't keep running back and forth all the live long day. Especially because it's not actually the daytime anymore, it's now well into the evening. Where are we at now? 10 PM? Time's marching on. Ooh, that's not the item we wanted to see. That is soy milk. That reduces our fire rate down to the lowest it can possibly be, whilst also reducing our damage down to pretty much the lowest it can possibly be. With brimstone, it's a very dangerous item. Not worth taking. Guppy's collar we don't need. Blank card. We'll take it. You thought we'd broken the game with the shop. You ain't seen nothing yet. You ain't seen nothing yet. Because blank cards lets us use our card without actually using it up. So we can use our Yera rune without actually using it. And as I said earlier, the Yera rune doubles things in the room. So, we can do this. Create 2 extra chests. Perfect. If we find a battery, we can duplicate a battery, and then we can use the battery to fill up the blank card, and then we can use the blank card to make more batteries, and then we can use the batteries to use Yera more and more, and if we find a room with more chests in, then we can just use Yera over and over and over and over and over. You will see what I mean. All blank card and card against humanity, though, is fun, but not worth losing blank card Yera over. Let's do this. I was wondering how long it would be before we got a solid game break on stream, and it seems that now is the time. Let's go. This should tide us over quite nicely to the end of the stream. So, oh, everything just melts in our path. As I was saying, when the game's going your way, it's super fun, but it isn't half a massive drag when it's not going your way. Which I feel like can be said for pretty much all games. Like no one likes to play a game if they're not winning, but Isaac feels very good when you're not only winning, when you're storming it. Like I expect us to be soon. Oh, that didn't work. Okay. More money. We don't actually need any more. We're not going to come across any more shops on our run. But we'll take it anyway. Actually, we shouldn't. We should just be leaving it to Bumfriend, really. Bumfriend can give us some useful stuff. Stuff that's more useful to us than saving up the money for no reason. Blast assist. Not in the least bit phased. And down they go. Guppy's tail we don't actually need, but I'll take it. Beautiful. Breezed it! And take down the last few floors in a similarly speedy manner. What I do like about Guppy is when you've got a ton of flies and you just move them around the room like this and they buzz around you and stuff. I think it creates nice patterns. Look at the pretty pictures. Oh my gosh, Super Envy, where did you go? Ooh, watch out for the hands. Sure, why not? I don't actually need that trinket, but I'm not doing anything else with the trinkets I have got at the moment, so we may as well. Ow. Ah, Jess is raiding. Hello, Jess. And Jess's viewers. Hello. Welcome in. Welcome in. Hope you're all doing okay. This is who I told you all to go and check out for super chill streams. Oh, and Get Good as well. Hello. Oh, it's nice to see you. Thank you for joining in on this. I'm glad you're joining us now rather than earlier when I was losing. I mean, I wasn't losing. I'm phenomenal at this game. Don't believe them. now that I'm winning, you get to see my full power. We've basically broken the game apart so far. We've gotten access to all of the super powerful items, steamrolling everything. I don't need any of that. Let's just get out of here. This run's nearly finished, and it's good to be done. Good to be done. Tempted to buy many times. I would recommend it for sure. I don't know how many. I wonder if I can check. How many hours have I got in this game? I have no idea. I don't really know where I'd go to check. And also, you can't see the Steam overlay anyway. I don't know. I'm sure there's a way to... oh, right. It says it right there. I've spent 1,261 hours in this game. So the replay value is high. But... it is very good. There's supposed to be an expansion pack coming a little bit later on in the year. I mentioned as well, over the course of that hour, all those hours, I have got all of the achievements as well. It's been a life very misspent. But it's got an expansion pack coming later on in the year, which is going to add a whole heap of extra content and stuff. So I'd say if it's worth considering for sure. If not now, then maybe toward the end of the year when the expansion comes out, and it'll inevitably go on sale. This game goes on sale all the time. I think it's probably about £13, something like that at the moment. But it'll go on sale to like £4 at some point. So it's, I think, in my opinion, relatively reasonable investment. It's the game I've played the most out of any game I've ever owned. And you'd have thought after that length of time I'd be a lot better at it. But as everyone who saw the start of the stream will testify, I am phenomenally bad. How was everything over at twitch.tv/Jacoby? Was that a nice, chill, fun evening? I saw you were playing Dungeons. I did want to stop on by, but I had to get ready for my... I've just seen Jesse started following as well. Thank you very much. It came through at the same time as the raid and I missed the notification. Thank you for following. How was everything over in Jacoby land? Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Well, I'm more than happy to on more or less anything. I am universally quite bad at video games. Happy to be educated. But yeah, I'm absolutely down for a collab on absolutely whatever. We'll have to... I don't want that. Stop picking that up. Get Good, thank you for the follow as well. Thank you very much. I do appreciate it. Dungeons and Twitch Sings? Ah! I don't know if I do Twitch Sings. I don't know if I'm... When I say I'll do anything, what I mean to say is... I'd do anything for Twitch, but I just won't sing. Or something like that. I only recently just started. I think this is like my 3rd week. I only do like a couple of days a week, so... oh no! I left the Yarrow rune behind! I can't break the game anymore! Oh no! Oh... It's all over. It's all over. You know what, I'm even going to take the range down pill as some kind of punishment for myself. Gosh darn it. Yeah, happy to collab on Minecraft. Or happy to. That's probably the one game I'm mildly okay at. You're trembling, what, with fear? Trembling with fear? Or disgust? All it was a great pun. It was, well, it was an acceptable pun. Oh, I can't believe I left the Yarrow room behind. Never mind. We won't need the Yarrow room. We've already finished this run. We're stomping it, so we're not going to be too upset. Even with Mama Mega here as well. So we use Mama Mega. Instant explosion every time we enter a room we haven't already beaten, which is going to stomp most of the bosses that we come across. So even without the Yarrow rune, we're still going to do just fine. Weak at the knees. I didn't realise that my voice had the power to do... Certainly not my singing voice. I've been led to believe that my radio voice has a similar effect. Oh, normally when I do it better than that, though, my voice cracks an awful lot. It's odd, you know, despite being 28 years of age... Wait, am I 28? Yeah. Despite being 28 years of age, I still haven't quite reached a point where my voice doesn't crack embarrassingly. We'll take Eden's Soul because that lets us get 2 additional items once it's fully charged, just like that, and hopefully that'll do us something good. Cat o' Nine Tails is a damage up, that's fine. Ooh, mama. It was interesting earlier. I was doing my impressions of Guy Fieri as well, and Adam Richman from Man vs. Food. It's been one of those streams. You either tune in for terrible gameplay or brilliant voice acting demos. Just gotta do enthusiastic American. I'm Guy Fieri and welcome to Diners, Drive-Ins and Dives. Something like that. Matt Berry. If I could do Matt Berry's voice, I would be a phenomenally happy man. Like it's so iconic and so powerful. Like, it's such a tough one to do. I feel like it should be easy. I feel it feels like a voice that it feels like a Matt Berry voice is something that any British male with a suitably bassy voice should be able to do. Turn off the games. Yeah, exactly. I'll just do a whole 3-hour stream of Matt Berry. My only kind of frame of reference for his voice is from the IT crowds, and he has a line that goes something along the lines of, "Victoria! I thought you were dead!" Or something like that. Actually, no, in fairness, the new frame of reference could be those Money Supermarket adverts. Hang on, give me a second. One sec. Just hydrate and see if I can get there. What's the tagline from it? It's like, get money calm. No, that's not it, is it? It's that kind of ASMR sort of thing, but get money calm at supermarket. Something like that. It's something along that, somewhere around there. But I will concede that I feel like Matt Berry needs a bit of work. I also noticed that the number of viewers dropped down as immediately after I finished doing that voice. I'm sorry to scare you. Please come back. I don't always do bad impressions of Matt Berry. Sometimes I do bad impressions of other famous people. This is how we know we've entered, like, crushing it territory on an Isaac run, is just when we stop talking about the actual gameplay and just messing about. I feel like half of the battle with impressions and voice work and stuff is speech patterns. I think like as long as you can kind of mimic the speech pattern rather than the actual voice, then you've got most of the battle sorted. I think I might be wrong on that. Like I'm not a professional impressionist by any stretch of the imagination. I don't know the science behind it that much. But to me, if it like when people say that most language is communicated through body language, if you have the speech patterns, then that's most of it there, I think. See, like, I think if you've got like I can't particularly do a Donald Trump impression, but I think as long as you kind of pout your lips a little bit, you kind of get into and don't move them. If you pout your lips and don't move them, you're already nearing towards the voice. Take it up a couple of pitches, and everything will be great. Absolutely fantastic, isn't it great? It's amazing. It's amazing, isn't it? Something. Yes, that's exactly it. You need your way in. Donald, is that you? Yes, it's me. Can you tell? Can you not tell? I can tell. I can tell all the time. It's fantastic. I don't know if I've got any famous people. I've not had to do it. The only impression I do is of my old manager, but there's only like 2 or 3 people in chat who would even know who that is. Can you do Matt Berry? Get to see you talking about channel points. If you got, I would spend all of my channel points on you doing impressions of Matt Berry. Yeah, Rachel knows, that's all you need. He was a Geordie fella, and the only way in to do his voice was to go, so... And then you would rattle off a load of spiel about how good service was that night. So, you did really well tonight, guys. I'll just try and make sure that you serve everyone in turn, rather than just picking and choosing your friends. That sort of thing. I'd give it a go, absolutely. You never know till you give it a go. I think that was the motto from the National Lottery. Right. My stream time is almost at an end, I'm afraid. The rest of the house has gone to bed, so I need to begin wrapping it up for this evening. We certainly haven't got time to start another Isaac run. No matter how good I think I may be, I can't do an Isaac run in 10 minutes. Absolutely no way. So yeah, I'm going to leave it there for this evening. Thank you everybody for joining in. Thank you for the follows, Jess. Thank you for the raid, for bringing people in. Get Good, nice to see you here as well. Everybody, thank you for joining me this evening. I don't know when I'll next be here. Possibly Sunday. Checking out Minecraft Nether update. But we shall see. Definitely next Monday for more Pokemon Blue randomized. 8 PM every evening. Be there or be square. Morgan, you too. Thank you for dropping by, and thank you for the host earlier as well. I really do appreciate it. Yeah, thanks for joining. See you all soon, everyone. Have a good night or good morning, wherever you may be. Bye.